Alright, I think these right here have dried enough. I'll set this over here where I can get to them easier. I'll start this off right here by putting a primer in there. This is a 4-die set. I'm only going to be using 3 of the dies. This is a rifle charging die. If I was using, say, like my Lyman 1200 DPS over there, that electronically dumps them out, and I would use my powder funnel right there, but I don't need that because I'm using this. Alright, we're going to go and I just sized it, and what I do, I have this Dillon case gauge. What I'll do after I've sized it, I'll slide it in there and make sure it's flush. As you can see, it is. I'll turn it over. It's just on the edge of needing trimming, so to be consistent, I'm going to go ahead and trim this. I'll put it in my zip trim, lock that into place, take my trimmer with the case gauge on it, stick it in it, and I will do a quick turn. That did it. Now I'll take this, I'm going to ream out the case, the inside of the case, neck, little spin just to get the burrs off of it, and I told you, like, I used the side of this, I put it right there against it, turn it, and that's all it takes. I'll show you the case now. Now, it's got a real pretty edge on it, smooth. I'll stick it back in my case gauge, and you see it's flush now. Now that's ready to go. It just needs priming, just a forward push just like you would on your Dillon. I'm going to rotate this myself. I took my index rod out just to save the wear and tear on my little ratchet down in here. But guys, just a little hint on these turrets. Get you some graphite. What you can do at the edges where the turret itself sits in there, put just a couple little drops of little taps of the graphite on there, stick it in there, and this thing is slick as it can be as far as turning. I've heard a bunch of complaints about this not indexing correctly when you're using the little rod. It's down in there. I'm not going to get it out, but what happens, it doesn't go all the way around, doesn't stop in the right station. This right here takes all the friction away when you got the graphite in there. So just a little hint, get your little graphite, put on there, and your turret just turns that much easier, and it adds life to your ratchet down in there, which is a sacrificial part. Alright, my charge, that's 24 grains of 842. You even saw how smooth that moved, didn't you? Alright, my bullet going into the seating die, and this is the factory crimp die. For you guys that don't know what the factory crimp die is, all it does is squeeze the neck itself. It doesn't put a roll crimp in it, it just squeezes the neck. It makes each one of these rounds consistent with the last one. It has a 4-groove chuck. Whenever it goes in there, it just causes it to clamp around, and you get a 360-degree clamp pressure all the way around. It's just slight too, but each one of them are the same, so you get a more consistent load doing that. Now I'll check my chamber gauge, my case gauge. Guys, if Lee was crap, it wouldn't be doing this when you're checking it to a Dillon tool. Slide right in. If it goes in that chamber gauge, it'll go right into any rifle you're shooting. This is when you're reloading, you're making them into 223s anyhow, so it's going to chamber into any rifle. That's a good consistent round right there. Alright, I'll go through another one. Put it back in the position. Prime it. Take it off. Excuse me, guys. I'll check it and make sure it's flush there. You see it sticking up right there. So that one definitely needs trimming. I'll stick it in the shell holder, tighten it up. Then, boy, it slung the brass off of there. Alright, we'll take a look at it. It's very, very, very smooth. Put it back in there, make sure. There it is, it's flush. Prime it. That swatter works great. It just slid right in. That primer did. Good and snug. I got my charge. Now I'm going in my bullet seating die. Now I'll go over to my factory crimp die. Alright, take my case gauge. Boom. Another round for my son to have fun when he comes home from the Marine Corps. Alright guys, thanks for watching.